That's good. Oh, hey. Sorry, I didn't see you. I was writing some stuff. How are you? You're the you're the one that teacher put us together, right, for the project? Yeah, okay, okay. Well, yeah, I'm doing pretty good. How about yourself? Not too bad, not too bad. That's good to hear. Yeah, no, I was just writing. I write a lot. That's how I pass my free time when I don't got homework or just regular work to do. I like writing a lot of stuff. But what's your name? Yeah, right, right, right. I kind of remember, but I got so much stuff on my plate. Sorry about that. That's a great name. I really like it. Uh, yeah, you can call me Frost. Yeah, an alias. Yeah, I know. Um, yeah, no, you can call me Frost though. So, how'd you want to do this? Did you have like any time to do anything? Well, to do anything, you get what I mean, like to start working on it and like getting ideas out and stuff. Or we can always just like book a date, uh, a date in the calendar. Yeah, that's what I meant. Sorry about that. Um, yeah, we could always just do that, and then you're free now. Okay, well that's great. Yeah, I'll close this up. Am I writing? No, I can't. I can't say it's confidential. Oh, I wasn't writing a fanfic. What? No, no, no. It's see now you're trying to make me spill the beans, but I won't. I won't budge, Mister. You won't get me like that. Um. Okay. Well, let me close this tab real quick, and then we can start drawing down idea. Hold up. I just gotta save this real quick. I just finish this along. No. Okay. I'll finish it later. You can't peek, Mister. You can't be doing that. All right. I'll tell you when it's done. Once it's done, okay? I can't tell you when it's gonna be done though, but because I'm kind of lazy sometimes when it comes to writing. But when I get in the zone, well, I'm really in the zone. So what was the project about already? Oh, right, right. English poetry. Right. Okay. So how I like to do my stuff is I like to brainstorm around 5 topics, and then once you're done those 5 topics, what you can do after is you can just like divide them into sections. So your 5 topics is like 5 chapters. What I like, that's how I like to work. And then once you do your 5 chapters, you can start actually working on nourishing them. Nourishing them is not really the right word, but make them spicy and stuff like that, and have like you don't need to have like different ways of writing every time. It can be a very simple, like just like, oh, this is what I think about this, what I think about this, what I think about this. But what ends up happening is that you'll see that your ideas will kind of flow together, and never limit yourself when you're writing to really have you have one chapter, one idea. You can always, now I don't recommend this doing it at the start of what you're saying. Like at the first chapter, you don't want to talk about chapter four, but like let's say you're at chapter three, you can talk about chapter two a bit, or chapter two a bit, or chapter one. That's how I like it. That's how it kind of brings life to your whole project. Um, and it kind of like enriches like your idea, and you're just better off doing that in my opinion, because it really just like gives a good idea, and it really makes you look like you know what you're talking about. And sometimes I don't even know what the hell I'm talking about. Like I learned it the same morning, and I just I was really passionate about it, kind of, and I was able to learn more. So because this is a group presentation, we don't actually have to write. It's not an essay. I would gladly write an essay for this. I love writing, but like we don't have to. We can just like chapter 1 for English poetry. So we talk about like the origins, right? Chapter 2 we can talk about since we're talking about the origins, let me actually just put in parentheses like where it came from. It's kind of like your intro, so like intro origins. Let's just do it like that. Intro origins. Then we can. I'm actually not gonna put this in parentheses. I'm gonna put it down here. So it's go like this: where it came from. Why do we still use it to this day? Where it came from, the basis of poetry. Well, in English, parentheses. Where do we still use it to this day? And what does it bring to our daily lives? There you go. So that's like already 4 subjects in chapter 1. So that's chapter 1 already basically done, right? So then you go in chapter. Yes, I know. Writing is so easy. I don't get why people don't like it because yes, thank you. I don't think I have a gift, but once you understand this formula that I gave myself, it's just so much easier in like learning and stuff. So now in chapter 1 we're talking about the origins. So chapter 2 we can talk about yes, music. We can. Well, I'd rather do that in chapter 3 actually, but music is a great idea because music does have poetry, and then we can talk about lyrics and stuff like that. We can talk about old music versus new music. How kind of like we've lost a bit. I'm an old head when it comes to music. I listen to a lot of classic rock, prog rocks like Led Zeppelin, Rush, Pink Floyd. A bit of My Chemical Romance. That's not really old. You get what I mean? Not really too much in the Beatles, stuff like that. But that's beside the point. So chapter 3. Let's actually write chapter 3 right now. So music. So poetry versus lyrics. I think that's a good idea. Like how they're both kind of the same, but not too much. What else? Oh wait, actually, we're gonna put poetry versus lyrics second, if you don't mind. We're gonna do the origins of lyrics in songs, because usually I'm pretty sure it started just instrumental. So poetry versus lyrics, and then we can do old lyrics versus new. And can do how to write lyrics. That's it. Alright, so there we go. 4 points again. We could jot it down to 5 or 3. I don't really like 4, but it's fine. It's just a personal preference. So now we got the origins. You got music. How long is the presentation? 10 minutes? Well, we can just do 3 chapters, honestly, and then for now, and then just like to get the basic idea. So like that next time we can really like enrich the ideas, because I gotta go eat. I've been yearning for a meal. And we can go eat after for sure. So chapter 2, would you like it? Yeah. Well, okay. No, I'm not flustered. What are you talking about? Lock in, bro. Okay, mister. So chapter 2, what do we write? So we got like the origins of poetry, modern poetry, I guess. poetry. I don't really know. Um, you got any ideas? Yeah, that's good actually. Okay, so from that basis, we can go to how to find it online or in books. How to understand or how to and dissect modern poetry and how to learn from it. Okay, so now we got 4 for that. So yeah, we got everything done basically. So we can go here and learn a bit about each other. Yeah. Let's go do that. Okay, so what program you in? Oh, okay. Yeah, that kind of fits here, honestly. It makes a lot of sense. Makes a lot of sense. Sorry, yeah. I didn't get a lot of sleep last night. I was up doing a bunch of stuff. So what program am I in? Okay. Wow. Okay, I'm not really in a program I really want to. I'm in computer science, but I love computers. Like, the teachers are they're not really helpful, you know, so it kind of like sucks the fun out of it, like learning on my own. I don't want to learn how to code on my own, you know what I mean? So I kind of really want to go in writing, honestly. Like learn all the intricacies of the English language. So like that, yeah. Well, thank you. You know, I read a lot, so it kind of like flows naturally. And see, this is like the type of like the same thing where like I did do a lot of computer stuff before going into computer science, and like once I got into computer science, it was not fun anymore. So I'm like, ugh, I don't really want to go in writing, and then it sucks the fun out of it. You know what I mean? Yeah, exactly like that. You know, it's like where when once something becomes work, it's not fun anymore. When you're not doing it like for fun, it becomes work, and then you know there's just no fun out of it. But you know, some people like they love their job. You know, so then I'm like, well, that's really great. And that's what I aspire to find, but it's hard. You know, like what do I want to do for the rest of my days? You know, like gosh, that's not an easy task. Yeah, and that too, you know, like it's you're really bright, honestly. You really get me where like I'm trying to be on my level. Um, but yeah, it's just life is hard sometimes, you know. Like finding who I want to be has been the better part of like a year now. Of like I'm trying to really find what I want to be, but it's so fucking hard, you know. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's like well, yeah, I kind of like got an idea. Like I'm roaming around content creation, you know. I'm so sorry. Content creation in the sense of like either music, regular content, you know, like on YouTube. So like, I like rating a lot of stuff. So like, I just like give my opinion, and if I can make a living on giving my opinion, wow, I also dabble into. I'm not too sure if you know about it. ASMR. Yeah. I know. Okay. Oh, you listen to it. Okay, great. Well, yeah, I've dabbled into that a bit. It surprisingly, I'm getting more views and quote unquote attention. You know what I mean? Than I thought I'd get. So I'm kind of like, well, let's just do this once every while when I have the time. Uh, like not sometimes I just don't have the time. Like I do want to record. It's like, well, it's 4 a.m. right now, so either a recording is gonna take me 2 to 3 hours, and I sacrifice my sleep schedule, or I go to bed, right? And now I fix. Well, you're not gonna believe me, but I fix my sleep schedule, and so yeah, I don't want to ruin it. So I kind of do it when I can. When I'm also doing musical covers, some songs like vocal. So sometimes it's like, oh, I'm gonna do the vocal cover and then I'm gonna record my ASMR, and I did that once, and my voice was completely shot. Yeah. Sorry, I'm yapping a lot. I don't really yap like that much usually. Okay. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, no, like one on one, I can talk a lot, surprisingly, but once it's kind of like two, three, I think my max really to talk is like a group of four. After that, I just listen to people. I'm not prone to talk. Yeah. Oh my god, I'm so sorry. I'm EP. I'm EP. Yeah. So what class you got after? No, that's fun. You like it? Okay, great. I don't think I have to try it. I'm not prone of like saying, oh, I don't like it, and I never tried it. That's kind of like LARPing. Like, oh, I love this thing, and then you've never actually watched it or something like that. You just watch like YouTube shorts or TikToks about it. Yeah. Oh man, I am starving. I haven't even taken a bite of my food yet. I'm just been yapping to you. You got a really cool vibe. I really like your vibe. Yeah. Maybe, one day possibly we could like go and eat out or something. If you go that way. Yeah. Oh, that's that's great. That's great to hear. Just here, this is my phone number, Mister. Just give me a call, right? Uh huh. Just give me a call and or shoot me a text, and if I'm not busy, then I think I can liberate my let me restart that. Let me restart that for a bit. Mister. Give me a second shot. I think I can liberate my schedule for you, Mister. There you go. We got it. We got it. Flirting is not an easy task for me, I must say. You'd think with all the words that I know, my writing, that I could really get into the intricacies of flirting. Like, I am, I'm a chud when it comes to flirting, Mister. I'm more prone to let people take the lead. But that hasn't worked out for me in a while. Uh, the last time wasn't the best experience, so I'm kind of trying new stuff. I love trying new stuff. Well, On that note, I think I'll leave you be over here, mister. I got some stuff to do and I gotta get in my class and I gotta eat. And I can't eat with you. I'm talking too much. Bye bye, mister. Mwah.